What's going on, y'all? It's JD Pickell today on CFB with JD. What is this new offense at Oklahoma going to look like under Jeff Lebby? Welcome into CFB with JD, the People's Channel, for every single thing that you know and that you love about college football. Happens on this channel, happens nearly every single day. Armstrong, Sims, Jack McKenzie, they do the heavy lifting, they get the show going, and y'all drive the show. One medium you can help drive the show at my Twitter page, at JD Pickell. Do polls, we do snippets, we do open-ended questions. That helps us get more input from you to do over here. Now, I'm not going to name names. Some of your favorite analysts, they won't get on the board. They can't draw up the scheme. We do that here. We do that pretty frequently. One scheme we're going to break down, Jeff Lebby, the new OC at Oklahoma, was at UCF with Dillon Gabriel. He was at Ole Miss last year. All the dude does is draw up touchdowns. So how do they do that? We're going to break it down. We're going to show you what Oklahoma will be doing next year. One thing that they continually want to do in this offensive scheme is be physical. They want to establish the trenches. To the same token, they want to stretch you out. And one way they stretch you out is by their splits. For example, this is their slot receiver right here. Their widest receiver is all the way over here. He's out of the picture. He's about probably 2 yards from the sideline in terms of width. What does that do? Well, it makes all these guys back here in the secondary, they have to account for that, because if they're going to throw it out here, they have to be able to rally up and tackle. So there's less at that third and second level that can account for that. But back to the main point, the trenches. They want to establish that, and a bread and butter play of theirs is having a two-polar kind of power scheme. So what we're going to do right here, we're going to pull this guard, and we're going to pull essentially this tight end down here to lead up. And it's going to be power rules. So we're going to stay as a running back in their inside hip pocket, follow the blockers all the way to daylight. It's right here, boom. Outside, we have him taken care of. He's just leading up and finding the first thing that shows, which will be our linebacker right here. So he's taken care of. We're down here, we're pinning. He's leading up through, and he's just going to pace himself nice and easy and follow his blockers through that space right there. Nice. Taken care of. He's out of the picture. He's got him nice and walled off here. Look at all of this green grass for our running back. Get downhill, and now just run angry. Run angry, run behind your pads, pick up some yards, boom. Big time first down play. Another bread and butter kind of run play that Jeff Lebby likes to implement, inside zone. Again, pay attention to these splits, because that's going to come in later chalk talk plays here. So look, receivers all the way out here, all the way down here, about 2 yards off the numbers. Look at what that does to the DBs. Look at the back edge of this defense. If you get through this linebacking core, you got one guy that can really make a tackle. So we have our inside zone rules. We're reading him. He comes out, we're up and under. He stays on there, we're staying on course. He's coming across to block this linebacker to make sure he doesn't blow up our play before it gets started. And we're just going to be nice and easy with that read. It's okay, right there. Let's go back. Look at this position. He's walled off. It's hard to make a tackle when you're leaning one direction. You're not able to get to you're not in good position, one. Two, you're already off balance, and he has a nice little picture right here. So watch him follow that. Press heels, get downhill. Notice he's all the way out here. If he's in typical splits, like let's say he's here and he's here, that moves the DBs all the way over about 3 or 4 yards. So they're in a much better position to make a tackle when he does break through that second level. But look at the distance that's between him when he gets through. All right, so second level's right here. He is all the way out there. He is not have enough speed, not enough juice. Nobody, unless you're playing in the NFL, even then, has enough juice to be able to make that tackle. It's a game of spaces, and we're getting ahead of ourselves here. And Ole Miss does a great job taking advantage of space. Jeff Lebby, what he will do in Norman is take advantage of space and allow them to be in position to run the ball effectively because of the picture they create in that front seven. Now, how do you make them honor that? Well, you got to throw it out there every now and then. You can't just have dummies standing out there and expect the corners and safeties to continue to play out there. So right here, back in the UCF days in 2019, Jeff Lebby says, all right, we got numbers. We got him on for him for him, and him for him, meaning you got to make him miss. You got to make one of these three guys miss. We have numbers at this point in time. So he's going to do a nice little smoke screen right here. Go block the MDM, most dangerous man. First thing that shows. 2nd and 5, boom. Nice picture. We're there. Again, most dangerous man. So They're close to the football. They're close to the football. He's about, 7 yards away. Even if he makes the tackle, we're picking up a first down in a hurry. Nice. Quick 6-yard gain, 7-yard gain, 8-yard gain, just with the doctor order for 2nd and 5. So, okay, they have to start to honor it. We're back to present day now. Last year with Ole Miss, again, look at the splits. He's out here. He's out here. Technically, you have numbers. He can block him. He would be the least dangerous man. He has to come rally up. They've run this a few times already in the game. They've run the smoke screen. So watch what happens. When they trigger on that smoke screen, he has the chance to just kind of stalk, fake block, get deep. Watch the picture that happens as he gets loose here. Stalk block. Right now, they're thinking, oh man, get to the bubble. Get to the bubble. All by his lonesome. I mean, there's nobody even in this picture right now. Look at the TV is picking up no other human beings that are on the field right now. You got a whole lot of sideline, whole lot of crowd. He is all by himself because of the way they've continued to take advantage of those angles, take advantage of that space, ultimately leading to big time points here for Ole Miss. Get in the end zone. Scored about 50 that game. Now, quick shout out to the broadcast for giving us all 11. One of the things, I guess the final thing that you take advantage of in this spacing, you're able to put this safety in conflict because when you're all the way down here, that's a really, really wide split. Like I already mentioned, he has to account for the entire half of that field. Like he has to account for all of this. So essentially what that means is if we beat him one-on-one, we have a good chance to get open and make a play because just purely from an angle standpoint, it's going to be hard for him to get down there if we're running the go. So got play action up top, freeze him for just a second. Again, if we win our one-on-one matchup right here, we have a chance to make a play. Boom, we're open. Look, one, he's a step slow. Two, there's just so much space that he can't get there for. Dylan Gabriel puts it up for his man. Great ball, strike up the band. So it's plays like that, it's schemes like that where Jeff Lebby's not reinventing the playbook. He's not putting anything super novel on tape. They're just taking advantage of geometry, taking advantage of angles, of space, making it hard for your opponent because of what you're doing from a split standpoint, and then making sure you're establishing a physical presence in the run game to make sure that you can take advantage of those splits when those DBs can't get there to make a tackle. That's it for us here at CFB with JD. Again, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter. We're going to be doing a lot more of this as the offseason kicks up. I say the offseason, but we all know the college football season is really still in play right now. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll keep the party rolling. We will see y'all next time.